Good morning, everybody. Good to see every single one of you. Yes, it is a beautiful day. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. How are you this morning? It is really early if you're at 2:18 in the morning. Good Lord Almighty. Winks. 4 hours. Hopefully I'm asleep by then, but that always miss these early streams. Well, that's fine. Hello. 4 hours definitely would be more sleep than I got last time I slept. Aw. Hey, K Marshall, good to see you. Good to see you. Aussie JD fan, good to see you. Good morning. Hey, Mary. Awesome. Yes. Good morning to everyone. Hope you're all having your thinking caps on. I, I don't think so. Where's Shizzy? MG keep him up late? No. Had a puppy keep me up late. I had to, like I said, little pup with stomach problems, so I was up a little bit late for that. Well, actually, just a little bit early. That's probably the better way to go. How about you? Oh man, should have known. Aussie Jan, good to see you. Shizzy. Austin Jan, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my. It is wonderful. Hello, Emil's girl. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Debbie Morin. Wonderful to see you. Captain Kern. And of course, Jess. How you doing? Ingrid. Wonderful. Elkie. Oh, sorry. Good to see you. Oh man. Yes, it is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Let me get something edited there. Hey, Aussie. Good to see you. We've got. I have to always do this every time. Rumble is like a real pain in the butt. Just getting things to stream over to there and be able to read chat whenever it comes across. Oh man. So what do we got going on this morning? What's going on with all of you? Oh, hey. Yep. Psychedelic Angel. Good day, everyone. Nice. Hey, good morning, Terry Ham. Glad you can make it in here. It is definitely going to be a good day today. Unlike yesterday. Yesterday was a weird day, just a lot going on. It always happens whenever you're trying not to get, weird things. The day you don't need weird things happening is whenever all the weird stuff happens, where nothing seems to work like it's supposed to. Everybody's just having one of those days, and it wasn't even Monday. It just waited for an extra day. That's all that it did. And it got weird. Got weird. So, the thing is I'm not really seeing anything in the news that's worth really talking about. I see some stuff in there, but most everybody seems to be looking at is all of the protests going on between campuses and crap like that, where just like why do you guys have issues? That and Trump money. Wow. Yeah, got really weird last night. Yeah, it happens. Beautiful day in chat. Where is your sweater? Is it that chilly? I'm sorry, it's that chilly. But it says here, tabloid publisher says he pledged to be Trump's campaign eyes and ears. I wonder what else they said, and this is where it becomes a little disturbing in the whole news cycle, especially whenever you have trials. See, because the way that they publish something like this, the way that AP publishes it out or pushes this kind of thing out, looks like they only asked one person questions all of yesterday. That's all that happened. Was one person asked questions or answered these questions. And it says that according to the AP or whoever was in their reporting on this, said a veteran tabloid publisher testified Tuesday that he pledged to be Donald Trump's eyes and ears during his 2016 presidential campaign, recounted how he promised the then candidate that he would help suppress harmful stories, and even arranged to purchase the silence of a doorman. Like, really? This seems like an absolute nothing thing. And we're only seeing one person here. Because it just talks about this guy Pecker. And looks like they're just sitting here. Their ties solidified 2015 meeting at Trump Tower involving Trump. So they would not get published yet. And they're just, this is it. I would receive a phone call from Michael Cohen. He go directly to me. This is really, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages that, so there was only one guy that testified. That's it. Just one guy that testified. Six highlights. That's it. David Pecker. That's the only person that testified yesterday. I would hate to have a name like David Pecker. Good morning. Yeah, last night's chat was wild. It was absolutely wild. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Jariah. Glad you could make it in. They can't get enough of the Orange Man. It's pathetic. I know. I'm sitting here looking down through here, and it's showing. They're not saying anything. I can't hear anything coming out of the court. It says what to listen for during Supreme Court arguments on Donald Trump and presidential immunity. But this is like Supreme Court hearing. Like, that's it. Trump acquitted, denounced an historic impeachment trial. Where do I find the live stream? There are no cameras in the courtroom. The court has live streamed its argument sessions. Well, this is the Supreme Court. But what about the other one? That's what I'm curious about. What about this other court case that's happening in New York? Because you know that would be top news. That would be top news, but they just can't. How about the truth? Oh, damn, JD, that's awesome. Yes, it actually is a very slow news day. I mean, the stuff that I'm seeing is like, and there's news out there. It's like they are so hooked on phonics. They're so hooked on Trump that they can't seem to get anything else. And then you'll find things like this: disgraced coal CEO lost races as GOP and third party candidate, so now he's trying as a Democrat. If you're jumping parties like this, then you didn't have a party in the first place. This is a career politician right here. That's all that is. Like, if you have to jump parties all over the place, that's all you are. Charleston, West Virginia. Don Blankenship hasn't had much success running for office. Well, he ran for Senate as a Republican in 2018, sought the White House in 2020 as a third-party candidate. What was the third-party candidate? He lost badly both times, but on the ballot again in 24, this time as a Democrat seeking the Senate seat being vacated by Joe Manchin. Well, of course, Blankenship has plenty of baggage heading into the May 14th Democrat primary. Beyond his history of political losses, he's perhaps known for his coal-producing state as former chief executive of Massey Energy, who spent a year in federal prison for conspiring to violate mine safety laws before an explosion at his West Virginia coal mine that killed 29 men in 2010. Wow. For conspiring to violate. Jeez. With their threadbare Senate majority on the line this year's elections, Democrats are already pessimistic about their chances in West Virginia, where Manchin was the rare member of the third part of their party to find success in a state that Republican former President Donald Trump carried by nearly 39 percentage points in 2020. but Blankenship's victory in the primary could prove an especially problematic for the party, leaving Democrats with an unpopular candidate with a complicated past in business and in politics. Sorry. The party and its union allies were working to avoid that scenario. Early this week, Manchin endorsed Wheeling Major Glenn Edit, who was an aide at the legendary Democrat Senate Robert C. Byrd, and unapologetically pro-union. Good Lord, that's all you need. Stop by to hit the like. Oh, thank you very much, Rabbit. We need to talk later. We need to have a nice talk later. I'll hit you up on Discord. It's good seeing you, girl. Good morning. Good morning. Do they hang out inside the cell or what? I don't know. If at first you don't succeed, then stop doing the shit that you were doing in the first place. Maybe try something better. Actually, I do believe that they give him protection. These are unprecedented times. Though weaklings claim Trump is a dictator, have no clue what a dictator is. Oh, well, that was part of my story with Elian yesterday that I wanted to talk about. I should probably just talk about everything that I was going to say yesterday, because that crap was insane. Oh my. And that's saying a lot. Robert's quip. If he's a Democrat, then I'm Batman. In an interview, Blankenship argued that it's the Democrat Party that's inauthentic, and that's when the candidates most aligned with West Virginians. Basically, I hope to deliver the message that when West Virginians vote for a typical Democrat, they're voting for the policies that they don't believe in. That's actually the reason they abandoned the party to begin with. In the Democrat primary, Elliott and Blankenship will face Marine Corps veteran and grassroots organizer Zach Shrewsbury, Jim Justice, and the current governor and a wealthy coal operator, Alex Mooney, Representative Alex. Oh no, another one. Jim Justice is the current governor and a coal operator. Okay, and then there's Alex Mooney, another Republican, or competing for the GOP nomination. Whenever they say these pro-Trump Republicans, that doesn't mean anything. You know, that's sort of like saying, well, you're pro death penalty. What does that have to do with what candidate I am? That has nothing to do with it. But in order to win, Blankenship must overcome the toxic atmosphere that he created inside of a mind. Created by his highly publicized trial, prosecutors portrayed Blankenship as a micromanager who puts profits above safety, and made their case by using cell phone calls. Blankenship secretly recorded in his Massey office. On those calls, Blankenship has said a scathing internal safety memo should be kept confidential and would be a terrible document to show up in legal discovery if a mine fatality occurred. Well, they're just basically smearing this guy right here. They're talking about his 2015 trial. Manchin was governor when Massey Energy mine Blankenship ran blew up. By the time the CEO was sentenced to a year in prison, Manchin was U.S. Senator. No sentence is severe enough, he said on the day Blankenship was sentenced. Yeah. But it really doesn't say anything about this guy's, anything about him. He's protecting coal. That's what he's going to, it's just, I'm not seeing anything. Mindy Stewart, whose husband, Goose Stewart, was working at Upper Big Branch and survived the day of the disaster, said she and her husband don't like seeing Blankenship giving any platform. Goose was 300 feet inside the mine when it blew up. He tried to revive some of his fallen coal workers, then covered their bodies with blankets, their faces obscured by soot. Stewart said they were shocked when Blankenship decided to run as Democrat, but she said they're starting to see it differently. What? We know he's going to run every chance he gets, and we know why he's running. She said, we know, and I think he knows he'll never get elected. Being found guilty has eaten him alive from the moment that it happened. Well, there you go. At least he's not being eaten by small people. This is insane. Oh, very cool. Two horses. What is that? And that's cool. That's cool. I like seeing those. Oh, oh, that's this is gonna be bad. All right, here we go. Some happy news. London police contain two horses loose in the city. Several more believed to be on the run too. London police have contained two military horses that were seen running around loose without riders in the heart of UK's capital on Wednesday morning. Several other horses are still believed on the loose. Details remain sketchy as to what happened. But British media is reporting that seven military horses initially got loose, with police working with army personnel to recapture them. Oh, that sucks. They've got their saddles on. What is up with the paint? Reports have emerged that a taxi driver waiting near Buckingham Palace had his car window smashed by a spook horse while parked double-decker tour bus had its windscreen damaged. The city of police said the two horses had been recaptured and that the officers are waiting for a horse box from British Army to collect the animals and take them to a veterinarian. So is that paint or is that blood? Because I think it looks like paint. Images of the two horses, one of which is black, the other is white, wearing saddles and bridles, were circulated across social media. The front of the white horse was covered in red. They were seen running on the road near Aldwyn, which has been London's historic financial center, West End, the hub of the capital's entertainment industry. Police officers contained the horses about 4 miles east of central London, near Limehouse, which I don't think I've ever been there. Is it blood? I don't know. That's a hell of a lot of blood if it is. That's sad. That's really sad. I would like to think that that's not, but that is sad. I hope that the horses are okay. Ah, somebody is a lot of doo doo. Yeah. Only if you're not watching where you're walking. They ran into a car. Man. Oh, that's so wrong. So wrong. And poor horses. I hate seeing that. I hate seeing that. I thought it was going to be a funny story, but it's not. Jeez Louise. Ah, how would you like this? Canadian family receives a wrong body after father was on a Cuban, passed away on a Cuban vacation. Wonderful. So in Laval, Quebec, family in Quebec is searching for answers after discovering that their father's remains didn't make it to Canada from Cuba, where he died while on vacation, and instead received the remains of a completely other man. Funerals for Faraja Allah Jarjor were scheduled for Sunday and Monday. Instead, his daughter had been desperately calling and emailing as many officials as she can, trying to find his body. Up until now, we have no answers. Where's my father? Jarjor said she was swimming with her 68-year-old father in the ocean near Varagado, Cuba during family vacation when he suddenly had a heart attack and passed away. Sorry to hear that. Because there were no medical facilities, his body was covered and left on a beach chair in the hot sun for more than 8 hours. God. Till a car arrived to take it to Havana. After that, it's not clear what happened. It just... This is a very cheery news day, isn't it? I can't. Yeah. Well, that person is in doo-doo. Yep. Another cheery damn news day. What the hell? It's just nothing. This is just like the most depressing news day that people can't find bodies. They keep placing them in the most obscene places they can. Jeez. Ah. Man, oh man. It is the worst possible day to have a news day, because this is just, it just doesn't get any worse, better, whatever you might want to say. I am just flabbergasted by all of the silliness that they call news. Like, they don't. I'm going to have to find a different news source altogether, because this is just not making me happy Like, what in the hell is wrong with people? This news is not what I like to see at all. However, the casket arrived with the contained a body of a Russian man who was 20 years younger. Unlike her father, the body also had a full head of hair and tattoos. Wow, does not even look like the guy. Jar Jar said the stranger's body had been sent to his country, but she and her family don't know where her father is. So far, the family has spent 25,000 Canadian, including 15,000 Canadian, for funeral services that have had to be put on hold. Global Affairs Canada sent an email that consular officials are working with Cuban authorities and the family the family to resolve the issue. Yeah, it's not like swapping out an Amazon package that just got lost. What I want is someone to help me find my father, she said. Yeah, nothing more do you need to say than, hey, find my damn father. Wow. You're depressed now? Well, I will find something that will make you smile, or at least put a smile on my face. How about this? Cicadas are so noisy in South Carolina County that residents are calling the popo. Oh my god. This is just insane. So emergent cicadas are so loud in one South Carolina county that the residents are calling the sheriff's office asking why they hear sirens or a loud roar. The Newberry County Sheriff's Office sent out a message on Facebook on Tuesday letting people know that the whining sound is just male cicadas singing to attract mates after more than a decade of being dormant. Some people have even flagged down deputies to ask what the noise is all about. The noisiest cicadas were moving around the county of about 3,800 people, about 40 miles, geez, I was going to say 400 miles, northwest of Columbia, prompting calls because 400 miles are going to be in another state. Woohoo, cicadas. There you go. There we go. Yes. The noise and the trillions of red-eye periodical cicadas are emerging from underground in the eastern part of the United States this month. Jesus Christ, horrible writers. The broods emerged are 13 or 17 years are on 13 or 17-year-old cycles. We're not quite sure. The collective songs can be as loud as jet engines, and scientists who study them often wear earmuffs to protect their hearing. Jesus. There's a news story about this one here. No. Just no. After Tuesday, Foster understands why, although to some the noise is annoying, they pose no danger to humans or to pets. Unfortunately, it is the sound of nature. My spirit is lifting. Oh, Chris Farley, bees, your guns are useless. That's absolutely right. This is just local people call fire department for a wash after a billion bugs piss on their heads. That's what it is. Just think they're all going to be peed on. Be right back. YouTube advertisement. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, here we go. Look, it is a little bug. This is what it looks like whenever they emerge from their little shells. That needs some music is what that needs. That's what we need for that. We just need some background music going with that one. Something like this. No. Maybe like this. That could be some background music right there. But trillions of those wondrous red-eye periodical cicadas have pumps in their heads and jet muscles in their asses and are about to emerge in numbers not seen in decades and possibly centuries. Crawling out from underground every 13, 17 years with a song as loud as jet engines, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know that. So they differ from their greener tinged cousins that come out annually. They stay buried year after year until they surface and take over a landscape, covering houses with shed exo. I'm never going to say that word, and making the crunchy sound. Making the crunchy sound. Making the crunchy sound. So it looks like they're emerging. Well, that's awesome. I don't have to worry about them emerging in my area, because it looks like they're going to be emerging all in the 17-year cycle up here in the Midwest. That's where it looks like. So we've got this bunch that's going to come out in 2017. So right around in there, that's 2017. And this one right here, if you're in this area, which looks like around the Chicago area, well, I think Chicago's up here, so it's a little bit more mid, probably around like Bloomington or something like that, around this area. You've got double emergence, which means you're going to have two different broods, and that is going to just blow you up. And the ones you're currently hearing, the ones that you're currently hearing, they're a little bit more in this area. So you're going to have some that are here, but this right here is where you're going to have like a large group. And then you're going to have some more down here in this area, and probably have a little bit more in this back area back here. And then you've got some that are coming up right here. And it just looks like an angry cicada, doesn't it? Just like I am an angry cicada. Ha ha ha. It's like got a little duck bill. Just gotta get his eye a little more red. How's that? Just a little more red on the eye. Angry cicada. You could just create like an angry cicada song or something like that. I know you guys thought I was drawing something else. Didn't you? No, this is an angry cicada. He's just pissed off. He's getting up early. He has the clap, making his junk fall off, and he's not a happy camper. He's not a happy cicada. This spring, unusual cicada double dose is about to invade a couple of parts of the United States in what John Cooley called a city cicada-geddon. Cicada-geddon. That's the last time these two broods came out in 1803. Thomas Jefferson, who wrote about cicadas in his garden book, but mistakenly called them locusts, was president. Was it? So he wrote about it in. See, I'm confused the way they wrote this. It says in 1803, Thomas Jefferson, who wrote about the cicadas in his garden book. Okay. But was he president at the time that he wrote this in his garden book? I don't know. If you were fascinated by the solar eclipse, the cicadas are weirder and bigger. Oh, sure. That's Sad Bombalama. This is who we're talking about, Sad Bombalama. You remember him. He's the one that likes to get peed on by cicadas. Rather than getting them bit off like the story last night. Yeah, that was a little off. We got trillions of these amazing living organisms coming out of the earth, climb up on trees, and it's just a unique experience. It's like an entire alien species living underneath our feet, and some prime number of years they come out and say hello. At times mistaken for voracious and unrelated locusts, periodical cicadas are more annoying rather than causing biblical economic damage. They can hurt young trees and some fruit crops, but it's not widespread and can be prevented. The largest geographic brood in the nation, called Brood XIX and coming out every 13 years, is about to march through the southeast, having already created countless boreholes in the Georgia red clay. It's a sure sign that the coming cicada occupation, they emerge when the ground warms to 64 degrees, which is happening earlier than it used to because of climate change. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are idiots. The bugs are brown at first, but darken as they mature. Soon after, the insects appear in large numbers in Georgia and the rest in the southeast. Cicada's cousin that comes out every 17 years will inundate Illinois. They are brood XIII or 8. Or, sorry, 13. But yeah, this is okay. If you people don't really know about Georgia and you hear about this, oh, Georgia red clay, and you're thinking, oh, Georgia red clay, which means that you've got Georgia red clay all around this whole state right here. It's not true. Just so you know. Where you get most of your Georgia red clay is a little bit in here and down through here and quite a bit in this area. So you get most of your clay in this area. These areas here and along this area, you probably will get some, but not as much. And you'll probably get some more up in this area. But it's not the entire state because you've got mountains up here that you're not going to have a whole lot of it. There's going to be bits of it spattered about, but that's where you're going to get a lot of your Georgia clay is getting further south of Atlanta. As you make your way towards the beach, you get less and less of it. So it's not all Georgia red clay. So as everyone likes to think it, we're not a big clay ball. I guarantee it. Silliness. So the spring, the double doge. Oh, that was sad. Bamalama. Yeah, he's not quite entertaining. So we've got this brood. There you have a very historical abundant brood in the Midwest. Your brood 8 or 13, sorry. And what 10? I'm not even going to try to math that one out. And when you put those two together, you would have more than anywhere else in any other time. Okay. These hideaway cicadas are found only in the eastern United States, but a few tiny other places. And there are 15 broods that come out every few years on 17 and 13-year cycles. The two broods may actually overlap, but probably not interbreed. The numbers that will come out this year, averaging about 1 million per acre, over hundreds of millions of acres across 16 states, are mind-boggling. Easily hundreds of trillions, maybe quadrillions. And an even bigger adjacent joint emergence will be when the two largest broods, this one and this one, come out together in 2076. Okay, that's the cicada palooza. The origin of some of these astronomical cicada numbers can likely be traced to evolution. Okay. Fat, slow, and whoa, no. No. Don't ever, don't you dare start calling these things tasty. They may make it ideal for birds, but this asshole who's eating them himself, do not trust anybody who's eating bugs. Don't trust them. There's something wrong there. In case it's really hard for people to understand, eating uncooked food can make you really sick. And they don't know what kind of food these bugs have been eating. They've been living in the ground. Who knows what kind of crap that they've been burrowing through. You want to talk about some unsanitary sons of the beaches. That's this guy right here. Yeah, his school put out a book called Cicadalicious. There's too many of them to be eaten to extinction, but you can eat yourself to extinction, Rob. Jesus. Yeah, birds and humans are two different things. It's just the same way with everyone that says, oh, well, cows can eat grass. Why can't I? Well, because you don't have the digestive system that a freaking cow does. Please, people, for all that is holy, if you have any bit of common sense whatsoever, don't be eating shit that you picked up off the ground. Serious. It's bad. It's bad. I can understand you enjoy this thought, an idea of eating a bug because, oh, look, they got this wonderful cookbook of bug recipes. Well, let me go buy some bug recipes. Let me go find a bunch of bugs on the ground, throw them up in a pan, fry them until they're nice and crispy, and then just chow down like there's no tomorrow. That is not how your body is designed. You know, birds also will bathe outside in a bird bath, and most birds are covered in freaking fleas. Squirrels eat nuts. Doesn't mean that you should eat like a squirrel. If you don't believe me, just go find yourself an acorn and chow down on that. Tell me how tasty that thing is and how it affects your system. Because if a dog eats it, it'll make them really damn sick. Ask me how I know. Because that's what I'm dealing with this next day, this past week. There's a dog that, decided to eat acorns, and, well, it sort of passes through them really in the most fun things. Something off fear factor. It's not even, see, it's I don't even know why they call it fear factor. That's just gross. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, Emma's girl. It's completely gross. The bugs of protein. You is crazy. Yes. I might be crazy, but I'm not stupid. How do you know? I don't know. Maybe because mine is. Hey, Crime Spies, how are you doing, girl? It is so good to see you. You know what? I need to get together with you so we can do a stream. Need to talk with you, sweetheart. I haven't seen you in forever. Is a bug eater named Reinfeld? No, it's Rod or something like that. Rop. Sort of like guap. I mean, I'm not picky. If it's fried in KFC, extra spicy batter and slathered in ranch, you might eat it. I would not do it. Hey, how you doing? Yes. It is, the other way cicadas use numbers or math is in their cycles. They stay underground, whatever. We already heard about that. They can cause problems for young trees and nurseries when they're mating and nesting weighs down and breaks branches. Periodical cicadas look for vegetation surrounding mature trees where they can mate, lay eggs, and then go underground and feast on the roots. Yeah. A cicada expert who wrote a book on this year's dual emergence that makes America's suburbia periodical cicada haven. It can be heard on the eardrums, hard on the eardrums when all those cicadas get together in those trees and start coursing. It's like a singles bar with the male singing to attract mates, with each species having its own mating call. The whole tree is screaming. Okay. Cicada Safari app to track where the cicadas are. Oh, Jesus. Are you serious? This moron created an app for tracking cicadas. Oh, look, found a cicada. Let me tell everybody where I'm at. No. Cooley takes hearing protection because it can get so intense. Well, yeah. It can get up to 110 decibel range and be like putting your head next to a jet. It is painful. Yeah. Courtship is something to watch. Chrissy imitated the male singing Fario. His pitch rising. Fario. Yeah, you're a Fario. All right. Kritsky or whatever your name is. She flicks her wings. Oh, Jesus. This has got to be bad. This has got to be bad. Oh, I am just picturing right here, her talking about this, her giving this description. I could imagine, I can just picture it in my head. Lynette talking to John Cook. I could picture this. Christy imitating the male singing, and she starts like edging closer. She flicks her wings. So she starts doing like these little flittings and does this little play-by-play. He moves closer. He sings. She flicks her wings. When he gets real close, he doesn't have a gap. He'll go, Fafario, 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 Fafario. I can't understand you. Then the mating is consummated with the female laying eggs in a groove in a tree branch. Well, that little nymph will fall to the ground and dig underground to get to the roots of the tree. I can just picture Lynette doing this. No, just acting all goofy. Like I could picture her wearing like a turtle outfit, just flapping her arms about. Lothario, Lothario, Lothario. Yeah, I could hear it. I can see it right now. This lady has got to be a complete kook. I want to see a picture of this person now. Where is this? Gene Creek. It's a dude. Even worse. I've got to find a picture of this guy because I just picture a complete. I've got to find him now. Search Google for this guy. Let me see. Oh man, where is it? Where is an image? Images. Oh yeah, he's about like I pictured him. He is about like I pictured him. Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm telling you. This guy lives for cicadas. This guy lives for cicadas. This is going to get you here. This is the guy. This guy right here with his manicured mustache, beard is exactly what I was picturing. As soon as they said it was a guy, I could picture him just walking around, flipping around, flitting around, acting a fool. Dr. Christie came to St. Joseph University in 83. There's no biology major. Now the biggest department at the school, cicadas, helped him build it. He's a 50. Uh, yeah. So he calls himself the Indiana Jones of cicadas. Dude, whoever thought it was a wise idea to give you this hat and this little, what do you call it, magnifying glass as you hold a bug in your hand? I'm sure you're really smart at what you do, but dude, really? But he does talk about other things. He talks about beekeeping and things of that sort. So I guess he's a pretty smart guy. But dude, I would not let them put me in a hat. I would not let them put me in a hat at all. Jesus. I'm just reading about him. Oh, wow. Very cool thing though. His wife is an artist and a metalsmith. Okay. And she does insect inspired designs and have been featured at in juried shows and exhibited in ESA meetings. She received the Mount St. Joseph Distinguished Art Alumni Award and the John Nartel Medal. Oh no, that's the John Nartel Medal in 2019. Cool. He attended Indiana University. Oh no, he seems like a pretty straight up guy. But dude, I'm just picking. I'm glad that it wasn't what I thought it was because that would have been really freaking weird. Okay, where do we go? I think this will be exciting thing right here. It says no. Oh, I need to finish this story because it's horrible. Then the mating is consummated with the female laying eggs in a groove in a tree. Cicadas are strange that they feed on the tree's xylem. I think that's right. Which will carry water and some nutrients. The pressure inside the xylem is lower than outside, but a pump in the cicada's head allows the bug to pee all just like crazy. Cicadas get so much fluid that it's a lot of liquid waste to get rid of. It does so thanks to a special muscle that creates a jet of urine that flows faster than in most any other animal, says Bamalama. And Macon T.J. Rawls was planting roses and holly this week when he came across a cicada while digging. A neighbor had already posted an image of an early emerging critter. Rawls named his own bug Bobby and said he's looking forward for more to come. I think it will be an exciting time. It will be bewildering with all their noises. Well, if you would have to name each individual bug, I don't think you have enough bugs. Yeah, cicadas aren't bad. Just even you even have a degree from Indiana University. The degrees come in cereal boxes here. Trust me. Well, I'm trying to be graceful here. You know, trying to bow out for being crazy. Commune hippies. Hey Reese, how you doing? Oh, hey Jude. Hey Jude. Good morning. How are you? He probably wears a cicada ring. Yeah, it's a piece of sap with cicada juice, made out of cicada juice or something like that. He keeps it there so he can get a fresh taste every morning when he wakes up. Just gives it a little lick. Ah, Shizzy, our state is named after a fictional archaeologist. That is not true. Jesus, JD, it's not true at all. Oh, nature is beautiful. Also, nature. Ah. Oh my gosh. No, we've got. Okay, and that brings me to a new one. But before I do that, I need to go grab some more coffee because it is that time that you're gonna get peed on by cicadas, and if you're gonna get peed on by cicadas, might as well have like the perfect the perfect video for it, the perfect introduction to the cicadas. Well, here we go. I'll be right back. Just a minute. Oh yeah, more for the Rambo. Go Rambo, go. Mm-hmm. There we go. So, would you like a cicada salad? Rambo is cruising. Yes, Rambo is cruising. Yeah. So, would you like a cicada salad? The monstrous little noisemakers descend on a New Orleans menu. Just no. This is just a hard no. As the nation prepares for trillions of cicadas, it's worth noting they're not just annoying, noisy little pests if prepared properly. Now, here's the thing: if prepared properly, like blocks away from the French Quarter fine dining stalwarts as Antones and Brennans, The Audubon Insectarium in New Orleans has long served up an array of alternative insect based treats at its Bug Appetit cafe overlooking the Mississippi River. Cinnamon bug crunch, chili fried waxworms, and crispy Cajun spiced crickets are among the menu items. So I'm curious. I am really curious. This Audubon Insectarium in New Orleans. It says it's long served up. Now I'm curious of how long they've actually served up these kinds of things. I mean, it's an insectarium, so it seems like they're funded by the Audubon Aquarium. That's what it looks like. So it is no, just no, just no. They have a butterfly garden. Wow. I'm looking at it. It's like they have a live beehive. Okay. And this bug appetit. Okay. I'm looking at it and it just has tickets. That's all. That's all it is selling tickets to an aquarium. That's all it is. Audubon. It's part of the aquarium. It's stupid. Yeah, we know what the bugs do, but no, you should not be eating it. They emerge, and this is what they're talking about. Somebody was asking about if they know. Yeah, no, I'll pass. Sorry, autocorrect. They can stuff their cloche swab dinners up there. Yeah, no idea. Sorry, wrong person. Oh, don't worry. Wait a second. Is he here? No. Hey, little bee. I love the hummingbird. Yes, absolutely. My wife loves the hummingbirds also. Where? No, I don't see I have a story. Oh, geez, man. You just eased right in there where I couldn't even find you. Hey, how is it going? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So somebody was asking about, does it tell you how hot it's going to be? It's like, no. It is not. This is just the way that the world works. It has nothing to do with this unscientific bullshit that they call climate change. Yes, the climate constantly changes. It constantly gets hot and constantly gets cold because, like this past week, although we had an earlier than normal spring, it cooled off quite rapidly the past few days and has been pretty damn chilly. It feels more like spring. So yeah, I can't attribute that to some bullshit that they call climate change. Sorry, not going to do it. So it says Zach Lemon, the curator of animal collections, has been working up cicada dishes that may become part of the menu. Jack Lemon. Oh, it's Zach Lemon. Okay, there you go. It might become part of the menu. Do not do this. He donned a chef's smock this week to show a couple of them off, including a green salad with apple, almond, blueberry vinaigrette, and roasted cicadas. Say no to this. No, just no. Fried cicada nymphs were dressed on top with a warm mixture of Creole mustard and soy sauce. And he does dragonflies in the same manner. Dude, stop. Just stop doing this. Just because you burn it in hot oil does not mean that you eat this kind of stuff. There's no long-term studies on what bug proteins do to a human body. We're barely understanding sugar at this point. Hummingbirds are fascinating. Fun fact, they migrate to where they were born, remembering every feeder to and from the south. What's really cool is you'll see the hummingbirds in Belize, and those hummingbirds migrated down there. You'll see them in I've got some videos of hummingbirds that while we were down there, there was so many of them. down in Belize when my wife and I were there. And we're talking like on the beach. There would you just see them just flitting about in the jungle. You'd see them just zipping all over the place. And they tend to migrate with. No, that's a different bird. The what do you call it? It's a yellow bird. It's not. It's not the house finch. It's something different. I can't remember the. Um, damn it! It'll come to me eventually. But they flock with the blackbirds. They actually migrate together. The red winged blackbirds. And you'll see a bunch of those whenever you get like in Belize. They'll be on the beach, just all these blackbirds hanging out. Um, it's really cool. No, it's not a canary. It's damn it, a warbler. It's a warbler is what it is. That's that. I was trying to remember what the name of it was. It's a bright yellow bird. I've got pictures of those things. They would just come up and hang out. My wife when she was sitting out on the little back patio of the place that we had rented for the week because we took like a 2 week vacation to Belize. This was, geez, couple few years ago before all the government lockdowns happened. We were hanging out there, and she had like three of them just sitting like on her knee. She was laid back. It was a little bit of a chilly morning, so she took a blanket out with her and was like kicking back and watching the sunrise. And she starts hollering at me and says, "Hey, come here, like grab my phone." And so I grabbed her phone and took pictures for her, and then gave her the phone, and then she managed to get like three of them sitting on her knee. There was just one to start out with, but then like there was three of them as she had her knees up. They just would come up and sit there and just jump back and forth, and were very interested in her. They were pretty cool. I'd like to see hummingbirds one day. Bucket list. Well, what we do is we put out feeders, and I told the wife to put ours out early, and she was like, yeah, I'll put them out next week. And I was like, well, what else are we gonna do? We're supposed to have some warm weather. Maybe we'll get a few passing through. And she was like, okay, well, I'll do that. And I'll be damned if we didn't have a hummingbird the next day. Come. She's got one sitting in the like if you're looking out our kitchen window, there's a hummingbird feeder there, and then she's got another one that looks out of another window, and then another one that hangs out further, and another one out towards the shed. And yeah, so I'm sitting there making us some breakfast. I look up and I was like, "Hey, wife, come here." She was like, "What? I don't want," because she's like scrolling through her phone. I was like, "No, seriously, come here, like right now." So she came over, and as she came around the corner, the hummingbird had shifted position, and she caught it out of the corner of her eye. It made her weak because she got deciding like the next day after putting out the bird feeder that she didn't want to do. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They came a little bit early this year. We have beautiful birds, but hummingbird is just amazing. And there's interesting fact is their tongue wraps around their brain. Pretty cool. Wraps around their little brain inside their head. When you put fresh nectar out, they sing so happy. When it needs to be changed, they chirp at me. That is right. Put feeders outside each window. Yep. That's that is what you have to do. I mean, I've got pictures like out the wazoo whenever we were in Belize of the because they would set up like 10, 20 hummingbird feeders just throughout the little place we were at in the jungle, and that you would just see different species of hummingbirds there. Food for thought. I'm gonna think hummingbird now. Yeah, it's fun watching them fly, especially whenever they dive bomb each other. Because they can be very territorial. But we should have about we had three last year. And they were just babies, so we should have three more at least. Come hanging around. Cooked cicadas taste similar to toasted seeds or nuts. No, just no. no. I'd rather eat a hummingbird. Every culture has things they love to eat, and maybe things that are taboo or things that are just people sort of wrinkle their nose and frown at, like humans. Yeah, I mean, would you eat a human? Well, I guess they're deep fried enough. There's no reason to do that with insects. When you look at the nutritional value, their quality on the plate, how they taste, the environmental benefits of harvesting insects instead of no, just no. See, it is ridiculous that people want to take over what you eat, what you sleep, what you think about. Jesus, no, just no. I'm not saying it's taboo. I'm just saying you don't know enough about this to be doing this kind of crap. We've been harvesting livestock a lot longer than we've been eating bugs. There's a reason why certain creatures that we eat and certain ones we just don't eat. There's a reason. There's absolute reasons for this. Don't try to convince me to eat something like this ever. Hummingbirds are jerks. Yeah, they can be jerks. Shizzy, you are an awesome guy. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Lima's been working to make sure the Bug Appetit Cafe has legal clearance to serve wild-caught cicadas while he works on lining up sources for the bugs. He expects this spring's unusual emergence of 2 huge broods of cicadas to heighten interest in insects in general, even though the affected area doesn't include southeast Louisiana. So you're going to have bugs shipped from another state. This sounds like a really bad idea. This just sounds like a really bad idea. If there's a reason why they do not want you, grabbing fruits and vegetables and bringing them across state lines, like out of Florida, for example, like large amounts of things. If you stop at a little fresh food market, that's completely different than these people that are loading up truckloads of oranges and things like that to take them out of state. They don't want you doing that because your chances of bringing in something that's diseased is high. There's a reason why Australia has it where you're not allowed to bring your pet into its country without first having it quarantined for a long period of time, because they don't want to introduce disease into certain ecosystems. This is such a bad idea. This Lamon needs to stop. Just stop being an idiot. Just because you want to serve bugs to people, you should stop this shit. No, please. Please. Don't care. If anybody is coming there asking for bugs, they need to have their freaking head checked. If you don't believe me, remnants of bird flu virus found in pasteurized milk. Do you know why this happens? Because people want to bring shit from one place to another. We'll just say the FDA said Tuesday that samples of pasteurized milk have tested positive for remnants of bird flu virus that has infected dairy cows. The agency stressed that material is inactive and that the findings do not represent actual virus that may be a risk to our customers. To date, we have seen nothing that would change our assessment that the commercial milk supply is safe. Okay. The announcement comes nearly a month after the avian influenza virus that has sickened millions of wild and commercial birds in recent years was detected in dairy cows in at least 8 states. Maybe the birds eat the cicadas because it cures the flu. Maybe that's a cure for the birds. Mother Nature has a way of treating things and sending things their way. And whenever you eat it, you may be destroying the whole ecosystem or a whole ecosystem because you're too stupid to know any better. I mean, we're not, as far as intelligence level, the United States, hell, the world, as a species, we're really not that damn bright. We do stupid stuff all the time. All you have to do is just look at TikTok and for about 15 minutes and you pretty much can figure out how stupid people are. When you order them, you get a can of Raid on the side. Yeah. Yeah. Lick that can of Raid. Just rub it all over your body. We don't have rabies. Yep. We even have plant and food quarantine zones in Australia. Yeah. Yeah. This is the epitome of just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah. We're where I am, we have all the black and white magpies, peewees, butcher, carrawog, plus grass, parrot, and lorikeets. Awesome. Uh, how many days of going hungry would you consider it? No, because there's better sources of food than eating bugs. Better sources of food. I mean, I guess best way to put it is like right now we have blueberries, raspberries growing in our backyard. We're also growing peppers, greens. Yeah, we've got lots of like food sources that we can have in the meantime. I would probably cook up a pet sooner than I would eat bugs. I guarantee you. I would saute a cat before I would do have leg of Yorkie or something like that before I would eat bugs any day, any day. Just just ain't gonna happen. In Queensland, you cannot even own a pet rabbit. Yeah. See Boston Tea Party killing off an entire species whenever they dump tea in the harbor. Yeah. Yeah. We are doomed. Bugs, at least. Bugs are a last resort for reasons that means you need to move on and find better food. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, would you eat a fly? Would you eat a fly after it flies off of some feces? Would you throw it in a skillet and cook it up? I don't think so. And what, you're going to eat a bug that's been living underground for who knows how long with who knows what? Maybe it's been eating off the roots of a plant. Maybe it has an STD that'll make birds go and hallucinate. I mean, just saying. Maybe it's a great hallucinogenic. Who the hell knows? I don't care because I'm not going to do it. So, comes nearly a month after this avian influenza virus that sickened millions of wild and commercial birds in recent years was detected in dairy cows in at least 8 states. Why don't you name the 8 states in this thing right here so you know to look out for it? The department says 33 herds been affected to date. So FDA officials didn't indicate how many samples they tested or where they obtained them. Well, that's really fucking helpful. I would like to know. Catch the bug for fishing. There you go. That I would do in a heartbeat. Yeah, we were talking about this the other, was it last night? We were talking about this last night where these you'll see these women, probably men, they'll put their feet like in these fish, and the little fish will nibble at their feet, and supposedly clear all the dead skin off or some crap like that. Yeah, there's bad things that happen to people that do that, like a flesh-eating disease, and then they have to have like parts of their feet chopped it off. And there's people wanting to do this with their faces, like put it in there. It'll clear like all the dead skin off your face and get rid of all the oils, and it's a natural thing. Well, even Mo was talking about women using male fish stuff to put in their wahoo woo 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 their vajayjays to supposedly make them younger. I just people are stupid. Anybody telling you to eat bugs, these are the same people that will do this kind of crap. Cicada fungus is bad. We've all seen dead cicadas that don't have an abdomen. That's why. Yes. Yeah, I would add a few chooks to my backyard. Mm-hmm. Bugs are last resort. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm with you on that. FDA officials indicate how many samples they tested or where they got them from. So the agency has been evaluating milk during processing from grocery stores. Results of additional tests are expected in the next few days to weeks. I wonder if this has anything to do with that Amish guy that got arrested because he was selling uh, milk from cows, um, food from his own sourced area. And you notice he just any news about him disappeared. It just went away. Yeah, they came in and arrested him because the FDA didn't approve of it. It wasn't FDA approved. And here's the problem that you should realize with the FDA is there's certain things that they approve that they shouldn't approve. Yeah. Yeah, this is a thing. PCR lab tested FDA would have detected a viral genetic material even after a live virus was killed by pasteurization or heat treatment, as it's imperative. And Leanne Jacobs, an emeritus food microbiologist virologist at the North Carolina State University. There's no evidence to date that this infectious virus. The FDA is following up on that. Officials with the FDA and the USDA have previously said milk from affected cattle did not enter the commercial supply. Milk from sick animals is supposed to be diverted and destroyed. Federal regulations require milk that enters the interstate commerce to be pasteurized. Because the detection of bird flu virus known as type A, H5N1 in dairy cattle is new and the situation is evolving. No studies on the effects of pasteurization on the virus have been completed. Wow, isn't that good to know? But past research shows that pasteurization is very likely, yeah, just sort of like very likely to, FDA is going to approve, a untested, what was that thing? Something about a jab that they said fine, we'll pass this thing through. Matt Herrick, a spokesman for International Dairy Foods Association, said it's that time and temperature regulations for pasteurization ensure that the commercial U.S. milk supply is safe. Remnants of the virus have zero impact on human health. He wrote in an email. Oh, wow. He used this wonderful thing. It's called an email. Scientists confirmed the H5N1 virus in dairy cows in March came after weeks of reports that cows in Texas were suffering from a mysterious malady. The cows were lethargic and saw a dramatic reduction in milk production. Although the H5N1 virus is lethal to commercial poultry, most infected cattle seem to recover within 2 weeks. To date, 2 people in the U.S. have been infected with the bird flu. A Texas dairy worker who was in close contact with an infected cow recently developed a mild eye infection and has recovered. In 2022, a prison inmate in a work program caught it while killing infected birds at a Colorado poultry farm. His only symptom was fatigue, and he recovered. Maybe that's what my wife got the other day. Was a little bit. I have a flu. I have a flu. Necrotizing the fountain of youth. That is so hilarious. Tigers are at risk only because it's used in pee powder in China. Used. Oh wow, that's weird. Oh man, no. Hope thanks all age. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yes. FDA is a bunch of wackadoodles. Give people choice info on whether the milk is pasteurized or not. Those women have no sense and too much money. The problem is the FDA has lost a lot of credibility regarding things. Yeah. Pee powder? Hey, Sean Bird. Yeah. Yeah. But I want to hear about this Texas dairy worker. Look at all them cows. Person diagnosed with the bird flu after being in contact with cows in Texas. Damn, have to have a picture of a bird in the forefront. Do you have a picture of a bird in the forefront? Now, see, it talks about this, but this is in a dairy dairy ranch in Vado, New Mexico, and they're talking about Texas and Kansas. So the only thing we could find is in Vado, New Mexico. Person in Texas diagnosed with bird flu, infection tied, patient being treated with an antiviral drug, and their only reported symptom was eye redness. Okay. Last week, dairy cows in Texas and Kansas were reported being infected with the flu. The infections in a Michigan dairy herd that recently received cows from Texas. None of the hundreds of affected cows have died. It just makes them a little sick. Bears and seals, even porpoises, in scores of countries. However, the detection of U.S. livestock is an unexpected problematic twist. Well, all they could find was a former CDC outbreak investigator who now is the dean of the University of Nebraska Public Health College. Wonderful. See, most of these people in government just move from shit to shit. That's all they really do. CDC does not recommend testing for people who have no symptoms. Why not? Roughly a dozen people in Texas who did have symptoms were tested in connection with but only one person came back positive. And was it a positive or was it a false positive? So it's not this widespread thing. Tinkle dust, I guess. That's what I'm thinking, tinkle dust. Yeah, they have almost 2 billion people. Why do you think they need more boners? Oh, goodness. It's the only second time a person in the U.S. has been diagnosed with what's known as this particular virus. In 22, a prison inmate, a work program picked it up while killing birds at a poultry farm. His only symptom was fatigue. And it's probably because he was tired of killing birds. No, man, I'm like really tired. Well, you tested positive for bird flu. Cool. Does that mean I get some sort of compensation? Yeah, we're going to send you home to rest for the day. How's that? Just no. Just no. Don't eat the bugs. Don't eat the bugs. It's a bad way to go about your day. So this is what I think your college campuses have become here. Protests at U.S. campuses are pressing colleges. Protests at U.S. campuses, they're pressing colleges. Who's protesting? Why are they protesting? Financial ties with Israel. Could it be that they don't like the Jews? Could be. So students at a growing number of U.S. colleges are gathering in protests. They're protesting things that they have no idea what they're protesting for. Because they will lie to you. They will tell you things are going on that are not going on. Say I'm not hungry for breakfast. Well, the good thing is my wife made this wonderful loaf of banana bread over the weekend. So she makes 2 loaves. One of them she freezes, and the other one we split throughout the week. It is so good, and there are no bugs in it. I mean, they may have been injured in the making of it, but I guarantee you there are no bugs in her banana bread. She did one thing. What was it? One year she did. It was the weirdest thing. She put chocolate chips in the banana bread, and thought that I liked it. And I was like, no, I don't like doing. I don't like the chocolate. It's just like too much sweet for me. I mean, banana bread is sweet in the first place, but just give me a little bit of butter on that. Throw in the microwave where it just melts the butter right into it. It's so delicious. Yeah. Molasses banana bread is what you make it really Gucci. Yeah, never chocolate chips is Nana bread. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The now she also did a rhubarb strawberry crunch. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, banana bread with walnuts is the way to go. Got your walnuts in the banana bread. Yeah. Oh yeah. Got to have the walnuts in there. I have bananas as a bread maker. Guess what I'm going to do? Well, and the thing is she what she does is as the because she does like banana and some sort of like yogurt thing with some berries and stuff like that for breakfast, and she'll end up with the bananas start going a little bit more brown than she wants, and so she'll freeze them, just throws them in the freezer and freezes them up, and then whenever she has enough, then she'll unthaw them and pull all of the meat of the banana out, and then use that to make the banana bread. It's really good. Rhubarb, it's a texture thing, makes you gag. Well, see, you gotta have it done right. The way she did it, it's more strawberry. It's very sweet, and you don't get any of the texture of the rhubarb because yeah, you don't. It's not that you don't get the texture. You get a little bit of the tartness on the back end of it, but you have to do it right. You have to do it right. If it's just straight up rhubarb, it's no good. I mean, I grew up in the Midwest where that was something that would grow in the garden. We as kids used to go into the garden and eat the rhubarb. First time I had it, I thought it was celery. Oh yes, Tish, banana bread. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yep, that's what you do. You take those bananas, throw them in there, and freeze them. Mom taught me to let the bananas turn black, then make banana bread. Yeah, but if you here's the thing: once they start to go brown, you throw them in the freezer. They darken up really quick, and by the time they unthaw, they're like a mush. Like you don't have to. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can make rhubarb porridge. It is good. Hey, Mass, how's it going? Good to see you. I hadn't seen you in forever. Pass. Even dying of starvation on anything with banana. I don't like banana. It's a taste and texture thing. You know, here's this. Imagine this. My wife's grandmother. She was allergic to bananas. Not like in a bad way, but it was enough that she wouldn't feel well for probably about 24 hours. She just like it would make her like not feel good at all. And what she would do because she loved bananas, she loved the taste, loved the texture, loved everything about them, but it would just make her sick. So what she would do is she could make really awesome banana pudding. You know, you got the little um, vanilla wafers or whatever. Some people use something else that's similar to the vanilla wafers, but they say it's even better. I can't remember what it is. So what she would do is she would make some of this for like family, kids, whatever, and she would tell her husband, you know, my wife's grandfather, of course, and say, "Hey, I'm going to have some bananas," because he knew that she knew it would make her like not feel good, but she would go, I only have this once a year, and this is my time to have it, and I'm damn well going to have myself some banana pudding. So that's what she would do, is that once a year she would eat her banana pudding and just be as happy as a pig in shit. And then she knew she was going to be sick as a dog for at least 24 hours. Yeah, bananas have to be brown. The browner the better for banana bread. Yes. Your son is allergic to bananas. Yep. It happens. Oh my God. Bananas, granola with raisins and yogurt is your staple breakfast. No, we don't do the bugs. But yeah, so she doesn't do the granola. She was doing that for a while, but she stopped doing the granola. She does either blueberries or raspberries. And sometimes she'll do strawberries, but they have to be like in season. Um, GD fans about cicada wine? No, no, that's not. Oh, that's no fun. Yeah, yeah, that's no fun at all. Well, and you know the banana is a berry, but a raspberry is not. Weird, huh? Blackberries are not a berry, but a banana is a berry. Look it up. Serious. Ah, let's see. So, inspiring by ongoing protests and the arrest last week of more than 100 students at Columbia University, students from Massachusetts, California are now gathering by the hundreds on campuses, setting up tent camps and pledging to stay put until their demands are met. Have fun. Have fun. This is just I would have them arrested, every single one of them. I'd have every single one of these people arrested. This right here is not a natural protest. We want to be visible, said the Colombian protester named Mohamedou Kalakalaki, who noted that students at the university have been pushing for divestment from Israel since 2002. It's been over 20 years we've been pushing for this. The university should do something about what we're asking for, about the genocide that's happening in Gaza. We should stop investigating this genocide. Campuses protests began after Hamas's deadly October 7th attack on southern Israel when militants killed about 1,200 people, most of them civilians, and took roughly 250 hostages. During the ensuing battle, Israel has killed more than 34,000 Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, according to local health ministry, which does not distinguish between combatants and non-combatants, but says at least 2/3 of the dead children are dead children and women. And you want to know why this is, you stupid little people. Not you, my chat, you're awesome, but you stupid little people that are sitting here protesting this. Do you want to know why? Because they set up their bases inside of civilian structures because they believe that Israel won't fire at women and children. They hide behind the skirts of their women like a bunch of little pussies. There you go. That's why. So it's ridiculous that these people are getting upset that, oh, they're killing women and children. Stop hiding behind the women and children. Stop hiding behind the skirts of the women and children. You are throwing your women and children out there on the front line and then crying foul. Stop it. What do the students want to see happen? Oh, they want to see them, rounded up and possibly take some showers. That's what they want. They want the destruction of Israel. I'm stupid too. Blueberries, I can't eat fresh, but love them frozen. Have a giant bag of those too. Love them in the smoothies. Yeah, that's what my wife does with them. If they really look at things, they attacked Israel first. Israel is just defending themselves. Yeah, because they're taking out installations that have these rockets in them. But of course, the news AP is not going to report about this. I don't know what their end goal is. It's probably no different than the New York Times had whenever they praised a certain German artist that liked to, stand up and yell epithets about what the Jews were doing to their country. Student governments at some colleges in recent weeks have passed resolutions calling for an end to investments. Well, how about this? We stop funding your colleges altogether. Just outright stop funding them. How are colleges and universities responding? Officials at universities say they want to have a conversation with the students and honor their rights to protest, but they're also echoing the concerns of many Jewish students that come from demonstrators' words and actions amount to anti-Semitism. And they say such behavior won't be tolerated. See, they've got to ramp up some sort of war, some sort of battle, some sort of argument, some sort of disagreement between us and them. And that's what it boils down to. It is all between us and them. The more us, the more them, the more arguments, the more the ridiculous stupidity of all of it. And at some point it's gonna break, and it's not gonna look pretty. It is never gonna look pretty. It just is the way that it is. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like this stuff at all. Such actions threaten academic freedom, the freedom of expression of ideas and the views and the values of inclusion, but you are not wanting to include. Burwell cited the university's longstanding position against decades-old boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement. Yeah. Protesters in the movement had drawn parallels between Israel's policy in Gaza, a tiny strip of land tucked between Israel, Egypt, and the Mediterranean Sea that is home to about 2.3 million Palestinians. To the apartheid in South Africa, Israel imposed an indefinite blockade of Gaza after Hamas seized control of the strip in 2007. Yes. But here's the thing. How many Palestinians live in Israel? It's weird. If you really think about it, how many live there? Irony of these students going to go on to jobs that fund these operations of protesting at a premium. Absolutely. I wanted your kids to go to University of Minnesota and be a gopher so bad. Both brother and I went there. I refused to let them apply. That place is so bad and very dangerous, and it's a shame, really. Yes, it is. It's happening here. We got the Palestinian teachers are peeved off with our NSDAC Veterans Day. Yeah. You mean epithets, like an epitaph is what you put on your gravestone. Thank you. My speech is impaired. Everybody makes that mistake. Yeah. My daughter's boyfriend goes to University of Minnesota. He just drives back and forth for class, doesn't spend any time. Yeah, I hate this. Did you see that video I posted of a woman screaming at Alec Baldwin, asking him to say F Israel, free Palestine? I just found a picture of her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No, I haven't seen it yet. Opponents of BDS say, and this is the whole group, and this is part of what Ilhan Omar is part of. There's a few congressmen and senators that are a big proponent to this. More than 30 states have enacted laws or directives blocking agencies from hiring companies that support the movement. And that's just wrong. Saying that it fueled bias against the Jews on U.S. campuses. Asked this week whether he condemned the anti-Semitic protest, Joe Biden said, I also condemn those who don't understand what's going on with the Palestinians. So he doesn't condemn it. He doesn't condone it. He doesn't condemn it. He's staying neutral in this because he realizes that a large population that's voting for him might be of Palestinian descent. Sounds to me like he's cowering. He's hiding behind women's skirts just like a little bitch. When Alon's daughter got arrested, she called her mom and her aunt using one phone call. Isn't it amazing how that happens? I don't like Alec Baldwin, but geez, I felt bad for him in that one instance. Yeah. At Yale, where dozens of student protesters were arrested Monday, Peter Sullivan noted in a message to campus that after hearing from students, the University's Advisory Committee on Investigator Responsibility had recommended against investing for military weapons manufacturers. So Columbia said there should be serious conversations about how the university can help in the Middle East. No, we cannot have one group dictate terms. Correct. MIT said in the statement that the protesters have full attention of leadership who have been meeting and talking with students, facility, and staff on an ongoing basis. Defund your colleges. Let them pay for it. Take out a loan. If you can't afford it, see you bye. Like I'm not talking about telling the students to divest. I would say divest in the colleges. Remove their ability to teach because they seem to be doing a shitty job of it lately. A really shitty job. How much money are the schools receiving? On many campuses, students pushing for divestment say they don't know the extent of their college's connections to Israel. Universities with large endowments spread their money across a vast array of investments. It would be difficult or impossible to identify where it all lands. U.S. Department of Education requires colleges to report gifts and contracts from foreign sources, but there have been problems with underreporting. Colleges sometimes dodge reporting requirements by steering money through separate foundations that work on their behalf. According to an Education Department database, about 100 U.S. colleges have reported gifts or contracts from Israel totaling $375 million over the past 2 decades. That's a drop in the bucket. $375 million over the past 2 decades is a drop in the bucket. Think about this. Now, you have to really sort of concentrate on this. Take that amount, $375 million. Just get that number in your head. That's a big chunk of change. Now take that 375 million and triple that, and you end up with over $1 billion. And then take that billion and multiply that by 60, and that's what we're sending to Ukraine. Think about that for a second. And that's just for this year. That's just for this year that we're sending that money to Ukraine. And they're being pissy about $375 million over 2 decades. Shizzy, it's taking money, though. It's rubbing up against good money now. If they pulled federal funding, federal student loans wouldn't be able to fund their schools, which would be a beautiful thing. It really would. If once you see what's coming out of colleges, you have to go, what good are they doing? What good to society are colleges doing? Because there's only going to be a few that actually advance anything in society. The rest are just going to be, morons that opine over bullshit that doesn't matter. Don't get me started on how mad you are at the clowns on Congress. Yeah. Some MIT students have published the names of several researchers who accept money from the Defense Ministry for projects that students say could help with drone navigation, missile protection. All told, pro-Palestinian students say MIT has accepted more than $11 million from the Defense Ministry over the past decade. That's a freaking decade. $11 million over a decade. That's less than $1 million a year. A little bit over $1 million a year. Jesus. MIT is directly complicit with all of this. The Sephoran, Sophomorian, Quinn Peranian, a leader of a Jewish student group that's calling for a ceasefire. He said there's a growing momentum to hold colleges accountable for any role they play in supporting the Israelis military. We're all drawing from the same fire, he said. They're forcing us as students to be complicit in this genocide. No. What's next for the students? Well, students at Harvard and Yale are demanding a greater transparency along with their calls for divestment. Transparency was the key demands at Emerson College, where 80 students and other supporters occupied a busy courtyard on busy town campus on Tuesday. 12 tents supporting slogans, including Free Gaza, No Money for Israel, lined the entrance to the courtyard with sleeping bags and pillows peeking out through the zippered doors. Students sat cross-legged on the brick paving stones, typing away on their final papers and reading for exams. The semester ends in a couple of weeks. I would love to go home and have a shower, but I will not leave until we reach our demands or I'm dragged out by police. Or they can just get out the fire hoses, is what I think. Solves 2 problems. 1, you get a shower. 2, you clear out. That's what I'm thinking. Tuition is a robbery. That's the problem, is ridiculous amounts of money they're charging for tuition and books. It's a racket and a scam. Nowadays, lots of kids are choosing alternative post high school education. Absolutely. As you should. As you should. Now, the leftists are so dim, they saw an Amish guy, they'd attack him and call him a Zionist. Yes. Yes. It is hilarious. I worked hard to get scholarships for undergrad. It was that or join the military, and I promised my dad that I would be the last resort because he was a Vietnam vet and didn't want me to experience what he did. Exactly. And those scholarships are very important, but colleges are charging way too much. If you looked at how much colleges have banked away that they don't spend and how much they're required to spend, because it's at certain points they're required to spend a certain amount of that funding that they've stashed away. They buy up property around them to make a larger college. They'll pay exorbitant prices for the property just so they can expand their campuses. And they may sit on that property for years. And they do a lot of other shady shit. Here's a perfect example. Here in Georgia, they have a place called Life College. I don't know if too many of you people are chiropractors or know chiropractors, but it's a scam. Just so you know, so you understand, chiropractors are a scam. And Life College is one of the big scam colleges. And this comes from somebody that used to go to college there. It's not just me making up shit. Life College, what they will do is they will pull their students aside and show them how to get funding through the state, how to get on food stamps, how to milk the welfare system. And chiropractors can do more damage to your spine than actually help, because they don't have to have a medical degree. Being a chiropractor is not a medical degree. It's like here's an example. You can become a reflexologist for the low price of, just paying somebody to become a reflexologist. If you don't know what a reflexologist, basically someone that goes around rubbing feet. Serious. Second class of Northwestern Chiropractic. Hey, telling you, it is a scam. It is an absolute scam. And they know it as a scam. Because they will tell you that they can cure all kinds of things by doing reflexology, cracking your back. It's a scam. If you ever get a chance, watch these guys that go around in the big back cracking and all that kind of stuff, and then talk to an actual surgeon that works on spines and what they have to say about what chiropractors are doing to people's spines. It's not healthy at all. And I'll go to the grave arguing that fact. Jeez. There aren't many. Yeah, I think that's what they call them. It's true, kept working during multiple jobs sometimes, but it's doable. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no, it's just getting your back cracked. You can do that on your own. High school, chiropractic, acupuncture, your wizard and treats you for free. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. Alternative medicine. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chiropractors also tell you to do exercises. Those exercises can cure many problems. And that is correct right there. Neurology was reading the bumps on your scalp and using them to determine mental traits. Ah, yes. Yeah. Does acupuncture work? I don't know. It's not something I feel the need to spend money on and try. The only way that I would do it is if someone did it for free. That's about it. I wouldn't pay for it. I knew it was hard on him. He even considered, he told me just a few stories, and I can understand it. Good morning, Celestial Force. It's good to see you. Been upside down, hang upside down on the monkey bars. Exactly. Hang upside down on the monkey bars, do pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups. You start doing those kinds of things, you'd be surprised how many how many of the little back problems that go away. It's exercise is a very healthy thing to have, a very healthy thing to have going on. And it's, if you look at the amount of weight that you're putting on your back, your knees, you know, improperly picking things up, it's fine whenever you're young. You're like, oh no, I can do this. As you get older, the joints don't move like that. Things start to hurt just a little bit more, just a little bit more. And I am telling you, chiropractors, scam. You have to be very careful with it. Ah, oh yeah. Um, and crime spies. I see what you're asking. And yeah, yeah, absolutely. You are more than welcome to do that any time. And you can even say anything nice that you want to. I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. You are just absolutely good to have crime spies, and you can flash all that you want to. No, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Those tens EMS machines are really good. It takes a little while to figure out which setting. Got your first one PT office, but got Amazon is better. I did actually have to go, and I did have to go to see a chiropractor. I'm not downing all chiropractors, but I'm telling you that chiropractors in general are a scam. I had to go to one because I got in a really bad car accident. And what they were able to do is move the three vertebrae that were sitting up on top of one another. So normally your vertebrae, they sit like this. Well, mine were sitting like this. And I had two of them that were like that. I think it was the C4 and 5, something like that. That were just, they were all twisted. I had my head in one position. I couldn't turn my head at all. But I also had to go through about 8 months of physical therapy. Once they got those in back in position, all the muscles I had pulled in both sides of my neck, from putting my face through a windshield. Yeah, this pretty face went through a windshield. It's pretty. But yeah, I had damage to all the muscles in my neck, and so he basically repositioned those, and then I had to do 8 months of like, 6 8 months, something like that, of physical therapy to build the muscles back up that got torn. I think that's what happened to my shoulder just a long time ago. Whenever I was in that accident, it damaged it. Your chiropractor told you your cricket ball to roll on because I crushed tennis balls trying to work out the bad spots. There, yeah, that would work. Cricket ball. Mm-hmm. But it's also exercise. A little bit. Having a massage is not a bad thing. Uh, and most, all they have to think about is how you have, the chiropractors. They say, well, we give you your first adjustment for free. Things like that. You're like, oh, okay, okay, that's a little weird. You're telling me that you're going to give me a little bit of a back rub for free. I don't know. I don't trust. I just have a hard time with the doctors. They're not the most pleasing of all. I'm just saying. I've always had an issue with the chiropractors. What is this right here? Customization. See, you know what I didn't do, which I would do right now. Doggone it. We will send all of you fine folks over to Mo after we're done here. Um, which won't be too much longer. Sorry, I was a little bit late this morning. I try to keep this thing at about 2 hours, so that way, unlike yesterday, I was unable to do that. So what we're gonna have to do, this will be awesome. What is that? Massage same depends on who. My friend Lynn or Hubs, Julian own names taste therapeutic body works and Big Sur. Outside those two, my local friend Dave, the rest of mine have been total scams. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm almost ready for physical therapy today, but not ready. I know what I can understand. I got two things for you. This is gonna be awesome. Let me get the first one here really quick. My headphones turned off. They do that after I don't hear anything for a while. They shut off. So I found a new accuser here. Um, this is very important stuff. New accuser. New accuser.
What happened, Mom? We're Bergdorf. Are you okay? You look very shook.
No, I'm not okay because I just had a horrible flashback, a horrible memory. Right now, I realize that 26 years ago, Joe Biden raped me right here in that dressing room in the shoe department where I went in, changed my shoes.
Oh my God.
He raped me in here. Joe Biden. He raped me right here.
Oh God. Good job. Good job, Roseanne. Susan needs to add, let's talk about neck and back pain to live stream rotation schedule. No. We are a meat suit designed for hunting down mammoths. Exercise like that. There you go. I love Roseanne. Yes, that was the funniest thing. So, as you know, I like to add songs to the playlist here. Hold on. So we're going to create a new song. You guys start thinking about it. We'll do a few of them. We'll get different styles of music happening. But the past 6 years have been a huge fan. Yes. So this is the part where we start getting those songs in, start giving us some ideas of what songs we're going to have, and we're gonna write one out, and it will be added to the rotation if we get a good enough one. It will be added to the rotation. So, what do we have? Do we have anything in here? What is it? You move pretty good, hard and stiff. No, we're not doing that one. Start writing a song for Sadie Beecham, the tune of Erasure, I Love to Hate You. Well, you have to give me a genre of music. So Erasure would be what? What would you consider that? Hey, if you want to, I'll tell you what, if you want to throw part of the lyrics in there, that's what write part of the lyrics and I'll throw something in there. The Sound of Science by Fauci and, okay, polka? You want a polka? How about polka funk? Polka funk? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I really hate your stupid face. You're nothing but a big disgrace. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can copy this. Damn it, it's giving me a hard time. I have to pull this up on the YouTube side because, well, I'm horrible at this. Let's go to channel content and we'll go to here. And why is that giving me a hard time? I know why. Got to go in the control room. Here we go. Go into the control room and ooh, I really hate your face. Let's see, we're going to copy and here we go. We'll share this so you guys can sort of see. Here we go. We've got custom made. Here we go. Paste. And we're going to style of music is going to be polka and funk. Polka and funk. There we go. And we're going to create. See what happens. Polka and funk. What? Why is it giving me a hard time? I think it's the Funky Brew. What is this? Okay. I really hate your face. We'll just remove that part of it and put in I hate your face. To me, you're nothing but a big disgrace. We'll leave one of those in there. And polka and funk. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Couldn't generate that. What? Doggone it. Enter a title. Let's see. Maybe. Let's try this again. Don't give me moderation here on this. Why? Why are you giving me moderation issues? Just polka kills. Separate the music out of the song, and I'm trying to sing the lyrics. You broke it. I know. I keep broken it. It's too early for polka. No. Yes, it is. It is the AI thing that definitely polka funk. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. We'll try just this right here. We'll just try. To me, you're just a big disgrace. We'll see if this happens. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. Damn it. Let's see. Okay, well, let's try this. I really hate your face. Really hate your face. Really hate your. Oop, damn it. Really hate your face. Great. Let's try this. Well, we're going to come up with something. There we go. It's flagged. Can't have hate in there, I guess. Why the hell generate? Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly what the problem is. I didn't put enough in there. Did not put enough in there. Give me a second. I will. Oh, damn it. Stop. Bastard. All right. I know exactly what it is. Here's the problem. I can put your lyrics in there, paste, and then I have to generate lyrics. There we go. Please try a different lyrics prompt. Let's try, oh, I really hate your face. And let's see if we can generate some lyrics using less of those. And then generate lyrics. No. Why is it not working? All right. Copy. Generate lyrics. Nope. Let's try this one. Generate lyrics. Maybe we have to take out stupid. Maybe that's what it is. Generate lyrics. Yeah, this is what I do because it knows you can create real music. That is very true. I really hate your face. Okay, maybe try this. Generate. I really hate your face. Really hate your face, maybe. Really? Here we go. We'll just put in really. Your face. Let's see what happens. There we go. It finally gave us some music. All right. Create polka and funk. Oh, bust out the guitar. No, I'm not busting out the damn guitar. Ills are packed away right now until I get my office all straightened out. Maybe add the original lyric and ask AI to rewrite it about a woman who wrongfully accused her baby and daddy. Now he's sitting in prison. I could do that too. And we'll give me just a second because I'll have to pull up your thing. Give me just a second. Because what the hell happened? There we go. We'll pull this over here. And this close. This will close. This will close. And scroll down to the bottom here. And ask AI about a woman who wrongfully, damn it, I hate when that happens. About a woman who wrongfully, no, he's sitting in prison. Copy. There we go. We can do that and pull this one back up right here. And here's what we got. Face Off, polka and funk. Dig.
Gonna rock the crowd, gonna bring the heat. With my smile so bright, gotta move your feet. Every day's a party when you see my face. In the mirror or out there in cyberspace. Got the confidence, got the winning grace. When I step on stage, I own the place. No matter where you go, you can't escape from the magic power of my shining face. Face off, face off, let me see you dance. Face off, give me that second chance. Come on, everybody. We can paint the town with the music playing. Let's all get down, down. Gonna rock the crowd, gonna bring the heat. But smile so bright, gotta move your feet.
No, I don't like that one either. So let's see. We'll try this one here. Paste. Generate lyrics. And it's got to be more. Let's see. We've got to have copy, like, let's see. We're going to have, what is it? Metal and metal, funk, and polka. There we go. We'll give this a try. Behind bars, metal, funk, and polka. When I hear an accordion, I don't know if I should goose step around or eat nachos. There's a Polish festival every year in Amtrak, Michigan, that plays all polka music. This would be a fun addition. Is it Michigan or Minnesota? She does not. Well, let's see what we got behind bars. That sounds like Bollywood.
Innocence lost. Truth is blurred above lies. A life deferred. She pointed fingers, played her part. Now he's trapped inside a world so dark. He was just a father trying to provide. But she said he was the one who lied. Her words cut deep like a rusty knife. Now he's paying the price for the rest of his life. Behind bars he's trapped, no way to break free. Innocence stolen, a life lost at sea. But he's holding on, he's fighting for truth. In this twisted game, justice will be his truth.
Pretty good song for an exit. this one. There we go.
So it's blurred, a web of lies and life deferred. She pointed fingers, played her part. Now kept inside a world so dark. He was just
what
a
was that?
father trying to provide, but trying to provide. But she said he was the one who lied. Her words cut deep like a rusty knife. Now he's paying the
Bagpipes.
price for the rest of his life.
What is it? Bagpipes and flute.
Behind bars he's trapped, no way to break free. Innocent soul and a life lost
I like
at
that
sea.
one.
But he's holding on, he's fighting for truth. In this twisted game, justice will be the truth.
Not bad, both of them. Yeah. Well, and see, here's the thing. I can create these things all day long. Like it's insane the amount that I can do with these. All right, so we've got a metal funk with polka and bagpipes and flute. All right, here we go.
Innocence lost, the truth is blurred out. Web of lies, a life deferred. She pointed fingers, played a part, not Mars. Now he's trapped
Yeah, we can do
inside
that.
a world so dark. He was just a father.
No.
Innocence lost, the truth is blurred. A web of
Yeah, those are not good. I don't like those. Let's see. So you wanted, what was that? You wanted reggae and country. Okay. Let's see. I think if I can do this, bouncy bluegrass, electronic, I think there's heartfelt Afrobeat, aggressive bedroom pop, emotional blues, aggressive delta blues. There's going to be one here. Epic funk, powerful synth pop, New Jack swing, mellow trap, rock, bouncy drum, bait and bees. No, infectious grunge, samba, metal bluegrass, and it'll just keep on randomly select them as long as I hit these. Dark bedroom pop. I don't know what the hell that is. Let's see. R-E, reggae. I think it's A-E. Reggae. What was that country? Reggae country. Country reggae. And truck driving country. Yeah, can't spell worth a damn tonight. This morning, truck driving country. There we go. Let's create one here. Generate lyrics. And then we'll create another one here for it. So it can do multiple ones. So we got this one here. It has the same lyrics, but
innocence lost, the truth is blurred. A web of lies, a life deferred.
no.
Innocence lost, the truth is blurred. A web of lies, a life deferred. She pointed fingers, played her
Gosh,
part.
that's
Now
horrible.
he's trapped inside a world so dark.
Yeah.
Innocence lost, truth blurred, life deferred. A web of lies, fingers pointed absurd. She played her part.
This one is not bad. Makes me want to have a margarita or a daiquiri.
He was just a father trying to provide, but she accused him, saying he lied. Her words cut deep
Shredding in the
like a
cornfield.
rusty knife.
Yes.
Now he's paying the price for the rest of his life. Behind bars he's trapped, no way to break free.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, here we go.
innocence lost to the blur, life deferred. A web of lies, fingers pointing, absurd. She played a part, twisted,
Elsie would be disappointed.
now he's trapped in a world so dark, twisted world. He was just a father trying to provide, but she accused him of saying he lied. Her words cut deep like a rusty knife. Now he's paying the price for the rest of his life. Behind bars, he's trapped, no way to break free. Innocent stolen, lost at sea, but he's holding on, fighting for truth in this twisted game. Just
Nickelback. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Alright, this will be the last one here.
behind bars, he's trapped, no way to break free. Innocence. Innocence lost, truth blurred, life deferred. A web of lies, fingers pointing absurd. She played a part, twisted plot unfurled. Now he's trapped in a world so dark.
It's pretty good.
twisted world. He was just a father trying to fight. Innocence lost, truth blurred, life deferred. A web of lies, fingers pointing absurd. She played a part, twisted plot
Yeah,
unfurled.
that's
Now
what I
he's
said.
trapped in a world so dark, twisted world. He was just a father trying to
No, it's not polka.
provide, but she accused.
Innocence lost, truth blurred, life deferred. A web of lies. Innocence lost, truth blurred, life deferred.
Well, this one will put you to sleep right here.
A web
My
of
God, this thing
lies,
should be
fingers
legal.
pointing
F is this?
absurd.
Yeah, it's on overload. It's fabulous.
She played a part, twist.
Well, the cool thing about this is I don't have to worry about copyrights. And I don't have to spend, 10 hours working on, putting together a studio and getting everything sit down and recorded and make sure that everything's exactly the way that I want it. The bad part about it is that I don't get to spend 10 hours sitting around creating music exactly how I want it, because that's what I enjoy doing more than any of this stuff, would be able to sit down and write my own damn music and put it together. I do have a problem with lyrics, though. I'm not a very good lyricist. Not a very good lyricist at all. But that's what it does. You hate this noiseless keyboard. That's our own Spotify channel. Exactly. I was just going to ask Shizzy. You read my mind about the copyright stuff. Yeah, I don't have to worry about copyrights on these. They don't copyright this at all, which is good. And that's why I'm able to release this stuff. So let's see, what do we got? We've got I've got one here that I liked, was pretty good. So we got this one here. Is that a yes or no? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that one or this one. Then we also have this one.
Innocence lost.
And then we've got this one.
Innocence lost, the truth is blurred, a web of lies.
Okay. And we've got behind bars 1 and 2. We've got behind bars 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Innocence lost. Right there. And then we got this one. And then we got this one.
Innocence lost.
And we got this one.
Innocence lost.
Any of those? You hate this noiseless keyboard. It's convenient, but yeah, you should do your own. You should do your own thing for sure. It's better. Absolutely. I agree. It's just a time constraint for one, you have to get everything set up. Number two, yeah, if I'm going to do this, I would do it right and have everything put together. And the problem, three or five. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, which is this one. You like that one? 3 or 5.
Innocence lost, the truth is blurred.
Okay. 3 and 5. You're good at lyrics. I'm horrible at lyrics. Also don't have my studio set up. I would, more than likely what I would do is do most of it on a computer and put it together. I do have something that I can plug into and be able to, play guitar, bass, and then put into the drum tracks really isn't very hard. But that's a whole different software thing. And here is the other problem. Don't have a drummer or a guitar player in the family, unfortunately. Well, I can play drums. The only problem is getting everything set up. Plus you have to have a mixing board. Then you have to transfer all of that over onto a computer. Once you got it transferred onto the computer, then you have to go through and do all the editing. Whenever I was playing music, doing this kind of stuff by myself, I would spend an easy 12 hours and not make it past the first verse. That's why I stopped doing that kind of stuff. Try it as a lullaby. Oh, we'll try it as a lullaby. We'll see what it does. So I've got one that I like there, and we're going to try this as a, do you want a bluesy alibi? Bluesy lullaby. Lullaby, something like that. Lullably. It'll spell it right. And what we're going to do is we're going to generate some lyrics here. And then we're going to do a creation. Do a create. Bluesy lullaby. You want to learn Jolene? Oh, actually, you want to learn guitar too? All right, here it comes. Bluesy lullaby.
Innocence lost, truth blurred, life deferred.
No.
Innocence lost,
Yep.
truth blurred, life deferred. A web of lies, fingers pointing, absurd. She played her
bad.
part,
I like that one.
twisted plot unfurled.
I liked.
Now he
Innocence lost, the truth is blurred.
Sounds Russian or something like that. So, and we're going to go back here. We're going to do a blues song. Let's see. A funk blues song. Oh, let's try spelling that right. Funk blues song about an innocent man accused by a horn swallowing turtle farmer. How's that? There we go. We'll create that one. The corn swallowing blues. There we go. How do you like that?
Well, let me tell you a story about an innocent man accused by a farmer with corn in his hand. He said, "You stole my crops tell you a story about an
I like both of those.
man
There we go. Both of those would be good.
accused by a farmer with corn in his hand. He said, you stole my crops, you no good thief. Now I gotta call somebody to come get me because my car turned into a spaceship and I don't know how to fly it. I'm not an astronaut.